Free from fear. We all want to be free from fear, but are we committed? Anything we want in our lives, there is some form of commitment we must take. If we want a great body, we spend hours in the gym that we are committed to. We want good health. We are committed to eating right. We want a great job. We are committed to developing the necessary skills that are needed. Same with fear. If we want to be free from something like fear that holds us back, it's the biggest robber of our happiness. We must be committed to practicing techniques that is necessary to take us or to make us be free. We all know that fear robs us of our happiness, yet we allow this fear to creep up in our lives, sometimes daily, sometimes hourly, sometimes it never left us. So how do we become free from it? How do we become free from fear? I am not saying you would completely be rid of fear or not have fear anymore. What I mean by free of fear is that when fear arises, you would have the tools to know what to do to be free of it. Fear is like turbulence. What do I mean? Well, in turbulence, there is uncertainty. You don't know when the turbulence will stop. It's rocky, shaky, bumpy. You're in the middle of it. But what you're experiencing is only the turbulence. Nothing has happened. It's only our thinking. What if? What if something happens? The uncertainty of not knowing is projecting all kind of pictures and disturbances in the mind. You're tense. You're unhappy. You're disturbed. But what happens? Nothing. What happens next? You went through all this suffering, all these disturbances. And what happens next? Yes, nothing. All you were worrying about did not come true. All the worry was about nothing. Nothing happened, and you continue your journey smoothly, beautifully, until another disturbance or another turbulence arises. Then the disturbance in the mind happen all over again. And this is how life is. We continue this path on and on and on and on until something hits us. Until something hits us. And we decide no more. No more will we let our minds be uncontrolled. No more will we let this fear that is robbing us of the wonders of our world. Wonders like joy, happiness, peace, gratitude, love. So how do we stop this from happening and happening in our auto drive? Yes, we're in an auto drive. How do we stop it? By practicing these two techniques. I mean, it's not a one-time practice, but like anything else you want to become good at, it takes effort. It takes constant effort. Let's take the example of fear of losing a job. We lose our job, or we lost a job, and fear steps in. We start to have this dialogue in our head that what if we don't get another job? What will happen to us? What will happen to our families? Hasn't this happened to you before? Maybe it's not about a job. Maybe you know someone who it's happened to. Maybe it's not even you. So how can we be free of this fear? By using these two techniques. By practicing these two techniques on a constant basis, you will have the tools you need. The first technique. When you feel the fear of loss arising in you, become conscious, become aware of it. Bring awareness to your thinking. Start inquiring. Inquire about the truth of what it is you are fearing. Inquire about the validity of what it is that you're fearing. When fear arises, you inquire the truth about the fear. Ask the right questions. And as you ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers. Ask yourself, why am I fearing? What am I fearing about? See the fear in front of you. Is it about losing a job? See what happens when you lose that job. Is it true that you wouldn't find other ways to take care of your family? Is it true that you can't find another job? And truly be honest with yourself. Has this fear happened as yet? Has this fear happened as yet? As you start to observe your thinking and you see the fear for what it is and not what it's projected to be, as you go deeper, you also see all the preset conditionings or all the preset conditions that's behind that fear. The story behind the fear. Yes, there's a story. And then you'll go, or you'll have that aha moment. That aha, I got it now. The fear in itself is not you not being able to help your family, or you not being able to get a job. Most fear are a projected image of oneself. Most fear are a projected image of oneself. It is never about the other. It's always about me, me, me. What would people think of me if this happens? And we start to feel that we are not good enough. It's all self-centered thinking. And when we have a self-centered thinking, there's always fear around not being good enough. But is that really true? I am sure you've done many amazing things that you've been great at. That's good enough. But with fear, it's always a projection of your self-image. The second technique you can do to get over fear quickly. This is a technique I love to use for myself a lot. And it's instantaneous. You're setting yourself free of fear. And that technique is to take action. To take massive action. Fear thrives in an inactive environment. Fear cannot thrive in an active environment. Let's take the same example. You lost your job. If you did nothing, just kept thinking of all the reasons why you can't get a new job or why you lost that job, then the fear will surely grow. Yes, in inaction, the fear will grow. It will grow so big. It will become a huge beast, a monster inside of you. It it would always keep building stories after stories after stories. But let's take the same example and let's examine that same situation, that same example differently. Let's examine that situation with action or in an active environment. That same situation happens. You lost your job. And let's say a few days later, you got out of your house and you start looking for another job. You go to many job interviews. You apply to many places. And you got a new job. Yes, you got a new job. Where is the fear then? Are you still fearing the same things? Do you still feel the same way? No. It doesn't exist, right? That fear does not exist. That's because you made a decision. You made a decision to take action, and you took massive action by applying to many other jobs, eventually landing you one, the job that you wanted. And in action, fear can never exist because you're addressing the fear. It's almost you're catching the fear, addressing it. How can it exist? You're addressing the fear as you would be bringing awareness in step 1. Before bringing stories that hasn't happened yet, take control of your life. Take control of your life now. If you're taking massive action, there will be no room or idle time to fear. It is our sincere belief that once you create a habit of practicing all we have spoken of, that we will have no less than a deep, fulfilling relationship with oneself, with your Creator, with the others, and with the world at large. With action, you are living in the moment, shaping the next moment and the next moment, which automatically becomes your future. Our moments together, it is our future, right? So next time fear arises out of your thinking, bring attention to that thinking. Bring awareness to your thinking. And take massive actions to what it is you want. It is my sincere wish to you that you have the most profound shift of love, happiness, and may you always feel awesome.